Hey guys, welcome back. What was this? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing this look right here. It's kind of more of a rosy kind of look. I kind of gone for like simplicity but romantic. But yeah, I show some of my tips and tricks when doing my makeup. So if you guys want to know some of those tips and tricks, feel free and just keep on watching. So I've already done my brows and I have primed my eyes with some concealer and I already set them with some powder. So yeah, I'm going to move straight on into the eyes. I am going to be using my Dose of Colours Blushing Berries palette. This palette is very much used and abused and it looks like it. So the first colour I'm going to go in with is Berry Chic. And I want to do a very kind of berry toned, or more like a rosy toned, let's say, not quite berry. So I'm just taking that lighter shade in the palette and kind of just buffing that into the transition shade. And I kind of want to do a really easy eye look today. Well, I was just thinking, you know, I do a lot of dramatic looks on my channel and, you know, I don't just want to do dramatic looks, I also want to do really simple, easy looks for those who find it a bit tricky doing dramatic looks. Because let's be honest, we all didn't just start out, you know, banging out a cut crease. And just kind of buffing that right where I can feel the bone of my crease. I'm just putting the brush there, but because it's such a fluffy brush, it kind of diffuses it so it's not so harsh. Especially for the look that I want to do today, I want to do something quite romantic. Right, so that's the first shade done. I'm then going to go in the second shade, which is Roseberry there. And just dab a little bit at a time. I want it to be quite like diffused and not dramatic at all. Then I'm just going back on my fluffy brush and just making sure I've diffused the edges. Then I have kind of whatever's left on my brush, I've just kind of been tapping it on the inner part of the eye. I'm literally just going for quite a full matte look, which I think for beginners are quite easy to achieve. I can remember starting off kind of getting into makeup. It was like a thing back then where it was like just use your bronzer, buff it out into your crease and use your balm highlighter and just pop it in the inner corner, and then that was like a look. That would be like my everyday look, like bronzer in the crease and a bit of highlighter in the inner corner. That's kind of how I started doing makeup, just two really easy simple steps. But you know, step one is always just focus on that blend. That's pretty much the shadows done. So then feel free to not go in with eyeliner if you're not comfortable, but I don't want to do anything too dramatic with the eyeliner, to be honest. So if you're not 100% confident in eyeliner, you don't have to do it, or if you just want to do a small little line, kind of like what I'm doing, I'm going to keep, like I said, most of the drama on the outer part of the eye. So I'm trying to keep it really thin on the lid itself. So as you can see, done it really thin. So then I'm just going to go off and do the tail of the wing. So, sorry I'm not talking a lot during this. I literally feel like I cannot talk when I do eyeliner. The eyeliner like can smell fear from afar. So there's the eyeliner done. I just think eyeliner kind of makes a look, especially, you know, if you didn't want to go too dramatic on the eyeshadow. But like I said, if you're not comfortable doing eyeliner, don't feel like you have to. So I am going to apply mascara. I'm not too bothered about the mascara that I use, only because I am going to be applying falsies. If you don't like wearing falsies, then don't. So the lashes that I'm using, I've been actually really loving these lashes, are from Doll Beauty and they're in the style Esmeralda. So now that lashes are on, do slightly want to define the crease just a little bit, just on the outer part. And I think I'm going to go in with Berry Pop. Pop in there in the outer part of my crease. And then just buffing out the edges. That small pencil brush, I was just able to slightly define the crease a bit more. But I just feel like doing something simple like this can make it look really pretty and, like, you know, wearable. So moving on to the skin, I am using my Marc Jacobs Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. I have got to be careful with this because it like spits at me. Oh, I didn't this time. Oh. And it's really good for people that have, like, in my opinion, like dry skin, because I just feel like it's so moisturising. And I am going to go with my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Mont Blanc. I know a lot of skin types like this foundation. And yes, I like my full coverage. Don't at me, okay? And I am going to plop a bit of my Cover FX illuminating drops. Just because, like I said, okay, I like to be dewy. And I'm just going to blend that in. Then if I feel like I need more foundation or whatnot, then I'll add more. And I always take it down to my neck. I personally find it easier to blend out my foundation with a sponge, just because like me and brushes, like we just don't get on. So once I'm happy with the blend on that, I am going to go in with a bit of cream contour. Well, it's a concealer, but I use it to contour with because it's like hella cheap and hella good. So and it's the Pro Conceal concealer from LA Girl, and it's in Warm Sand. And I'm just gonna tap that out. Once I'm happy with the blend on that, I do then move on to concealer. I am going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair. It's a really full coverage. Then once you've applied all your cream products and you're happy with the blend, you can now set with a powder. The powder that I really love to set with is Laura Mercier powder. I definitely recommend it. If you've been eyeing this up, I'd say just get it. Pretty good. But the only thing is, like, it's expensive, and because you like it so much, you have to keep repurchasing it and spending more money. But apart from that, that's the only issue. And then I just put the powder in the lid there, put it on my sponge. Then whatever's just left on the top there, put on a big fluffy brush and just kind of dab. And I never swirl the powder in, because that can actually move the cream products underneath, which we do not want. I am then going to just go in with my bronzer. I actually use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium Tan, which is actually a face powder, but it works really well as a bronzer. When bronzing my face, I try not to go too low with the bronzer, but if you ever do, I always clean up anyway with some translucent powder, and it kind of like, it's like a magic eraser. I tend to position my brush kind of right on the edge of my cheekbone and just kind of really lightly swirl back and forth. Because of how fluffy the brush is, it diffuses it like perfectly. And then I do like to just bronze the side of the nose there, just so it all kind of matches, because the last thing you want is to have warm cheeks and forehead and then a really cool toned nose. I don't know about you guys, but I literally cannot wait till the summer. I want to just do loads of summer looks and look glowy and sunny. So I'm gonna go in my contour kit, just from Anastasia, and make sure I tap off the excess, because we don't want to look too crazy. There we go. That's the contour done. As you can see, I hardly sculpted, to be honest. But yeah, I just actually just really lightly go back and forth. But I am going to go with powder in a minute just to sharpen it up. But before I do that, I always go in with blush first, because I like to kind of blend my blush and my bronzer kind of together. If you think about it, it's a bit like a Neapolitan ice cream, because you've got the chocolate, the strawberry, and then you've got the vanilla. That's how I always think of it, like the Neapolitan ice cream. For my blusher today, I am going in with my Milani powder blush in Romantic Rose, just because we still want to keep up with that kind of rosy tone. Then going back in with powder and my sponge, I just tap it on and I kind of find my cheekbone and just drag it down like that. So it's not going to look too dramatic, because I'm not going to leave it on for that long. I usually leave it on for like a minute, 2 minutes, not even that. So while we wait for that, I am just going to finish up the eye. And the first colour that I am going to go in with is Berry Pop, and with a light hand just kind of brush that under the lash line. I am then going to go in with Roseberry. Then with my big fluffy brush, I go back in with this colour here, which is Berry Chic. Really lightly, just buff whatever little product that I picked up under there. So then I am just going to apply some of my mascara. And for my inner corner and brow bone, going in with Nylon from MAC. It's just this really intense shimmer shade, really. So then just kind of wiping that powder off And for highlight today, I absolutely love this highlighter. Just look how cute. It's from Doll Beauty and it's the highlighter in the shade Like a Diamond. But I just kind of swirl my brush in there. And again, using a really light hand and popping that on the, and just, it's so pretty. I tend to just kind of dust a little bit right over the brow, like on top of the brow as well, just so like when you move in the sunlight, it's all kind of there. And I just kind of apply this on the high tops of my face. So I like my chin to be a bit glowy. My cupid's bow, definitely. The tip of my nose, oh yes. I dust a little bit on the bridge of the nose, nothing too serious. That highlighter just looks wet. So then for lip, I'm going to line them with my MAC Whirl lip liner. So I've lined my lips. I'm gonna go in with Dose of Colours and Mauve Story. And this was the Desi and Katie collab. And there we have the lips. But yeah guys, this is the finished look. I honestly think this look would be perfect going on a date. Eyes are really romantic. But yeah guys, if you really liked this look and you maybe took from some of the techniques that I used in today's video, I hope that it helped you. But yeah, I'm kind of awkward when I'm trying to explain things, so I hope that I explained it in the best way possible for you guys. Then again, not a professional makeup artist, this is just what I've learned on the way. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below of what you think, and please subscribe. It would mean the world to me if you subscribed. Literally, making these videos just makes me the happiest girl in the world, honestly. I can't explain it. I know I don't show my emotions very well when I'm filming. Also, there should, you know, be a video possibly near my head. If there is, feel free to click it. That was my last video. Have a little look at that, and I'm sure there'd be plenty more where that came from. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!